What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Man Card Podcast. Every week, we like to start our show with a quote of the week. Now, seeing that we have a lovely guest on the show, Mitchell, I feel like you have a question to ask.
Bella, what's 9 divided by 2?
4.75.
Hit it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the show. Today happens to be Monday, and it also happens to be the day that I was yapping on about last week.
Did you just say it was Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
That's staying in, because I screwed up the day last week.
Shit.
So we're both graduates.
All right,
Let's
cool.
just start this off. We're both graduates. We made it to the end, so last week's episode is now relevant because it went perfectly.
Correct. Right.
And let's just do a little quick intro for our lovely guest that gave an epic, dare I say, wonderful, spectacular intro quote. Thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I can't believe you came up with that by yourself, too.
I mean,
Speechless.
So let's start off real quick. What is your name, and how do you spell your last name?
And pronounce it.
has this been a topic of conversation?
Slightly, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not on the podcast, but...
Okay, so my name is Bella Renaud, although everyone in the South says Renaud because they can't pronounce correctly. But it's spelled Renaud because it's
Okay.
French.
Because we can pronounce correctly, and that's Renaud.
No, it's not.
Renaud.
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 But I let people call me Renaud because it's just easier. Like, my parents go by it because, like, if you're at school, like, they would always be like, they would put an L in my last name. They'd be like, Renaud. And I'm like, where did the L come from? Like, let me know.
Yeah, it's Ronaldo.
It's actually kind of funny. We went somewhere, I think it was Lifetime, and she had to spell it. She's like, okay, what's your last name? And she said Renaud. And I look at her, I was like, no, it's Renaud. But she's like, it's just easier. They can sound it out better.
Just get off my back.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone. So we were guessing before we started rolling like idiots. We were trying to guess, or we were trying to get you to guess my Enneagram, because Mitchell enlightened me that you were into the Enneagram sphere. You're one of mine.
Yeah.
Mitchell is on the outs of that.
I'm
circle.
normal.
He's into, like, weird things like horoscopes or something.
No,
like
I'm normal.
that. Yeah, right.
Right.
I'll let
Like,
you think, though.
You're not into horoscopes, are you?
I don't even know. Sure.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Like, the first time we talked on the phone, you were like, I'm a Scorpio. And I
Well,
was
that's only
like-
because I knew that that's only because he told me that.
And I was like,
Is that
"Ooh,
your
red
game?
flag."
Is
Oh,
that
hey.
that insight into your game? That's terrible. That's so bad.
This is why,
That's what cringy Californians do.
this is why we've talked about the fact that, like, I need like help. Like, that I can't, like, that somehow, like, I must have worked. Like, honestly, Scorpio, and like, boom. Yes.
Well, I'm a Scorpio.
Wait, really?
Not like that means anything.
Oh, also,
Also, silence your phones, please, here and in the audience.
where is your phone?
I think it's like over there
Ooh.
somewhere.
Okay. Please hold.
Bye,
'Cause
Mitchell.
Otherwise,
See ya.
Wait, I want to talk about Enneagrams for a second, though. Because
Yes.
at Auburn, this is like a very big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, you come in, they make you do the little chants on the field, and they're like, so what's your Enneagram? Like, because then it's
Okay.
like, I don't know if your sister is going to be one of these, but, like, Ring by Spring is, like, a thing at Auburn.
What is Ring by Spring for all of those listening that have no idea what you just said,
So,
including myself?
wait, you really don't know what this is?
Why would I know traditions of another school I did not go to?
I think, well, it's not even really a tradition. It's like a girl thing. And so,
all the more reason why
She's
I
sitting
would
here.
have
You
no
don't.
idea.
You don't know.
so certain girls, I am not saying I was a part of this group because I was not.
Special girls.
Special girls that go to Auburn have a thing where, like, either their parents went or their grandparents went, whoever it was, and you basically, like, their intentions to find their husband at Auburn. Like, that is like Ring by Spring of senior year. Yeah.
Ah, makes sense. Okay.
Makes sense with the extra words.
Yeah. I'm surprised that this wasn't a thing at Georgia Tech for some girls. No.
Well, I'll tell you, Georgia Tech did win one of the best schools to go to and find a husband, because there's so many damn dudes there. Your odds are in your favor if you go to tech.
Because tech people are fucking weird too. We're all weird, but it also reminds me of the whole TikTok thing. Tell me that your husband won't cheat on you without telling me he won't cheat on you. He's sitting there playing with action figures and such.
I saw the one where he just like comes out in a full Jedi robe and just clicks on the lightsaber in the hallway and just starts like, doing it.
Oh man,
that's literally me. Except I don't have as cool of a lightsaber. Unfortunately, I made it at Disney World. I'm that kid. Not the new Disney with the fancy new Star Wars land, but I made it at the old Star Wars land.
I love Disney. That's fine. I go every year.
Do you really?
Yeah, like literally that's what we do at Christmas. Like straight up, we don't do Christmas in our family. We go to Disney World. So
okay, half of that I agree with for sure.
I mean, I'm an only child though, so it's not like we sat around after you don't believe in Santa Claus. It's like, why would we stay home?
Let's go to
and sit around
Disney for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
So what was your favorite thing to do at Disney? Or okay, what's your favorite park, and then what's your favorite ride? Because those do not have to be the same too.
Okay, but that's hard to answer as a child and then now. Because now my favorite park is Epcot because I want to drink around the world.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time. Me and my mom did it for New Year's this past year. 10 out of 10 recommend. Just make sure you have a ride home because we didn't think about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mickey Mountain. Haha, you're fucked.
What the hell?
Sorry, it's a hidden talent.
Wow,
That's
I did
crazy.
not see that coming. Okay.
I didn't even know that
in my
existed.
nightmares.
You're looking a little goofy.
Wow, this is scary.
Yeah, that.
Sorry.
I'll
I'll stop. Oh, maybe.
That's probably what he does, like bedroom, like sexy time noise.
Ooh.
That's his voice that he uses.
Don't out me like that. I said that in private.
Ellie,
okay?
I'm so sorry.
Well, okay. So your favorite park is Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So obviously it's not even for a ride.
No.
It's for just going to take shots at every country. So what is it? Mexico tequila.
Yeah.
Are you going slow or are you like going like pedal to the metal fast?
Around the world
Pedal.
in 80
You
days,
have to
kind of.
start hard because you always start in Mexico.
Yeah,
at
of
least
course.
if you do it correctly.
You do a shot of tequila.
So I usually get a margarita or something along those lines, and then you go
Or a mixed drink. That's fine.
Japan. You got to get like the
Sake.
yeah, shots, and then gosh, what's next? Germany.
Just a big boot of beer.
Slam a few beers. I mean, me and my mom, Tina, we had a great time.
Tina.
But, I mean, I also go for the food. I'm, like, a huge foodie.
Yeah.
He knows this. I have, like, an ongoing list in my phone of places in Atlanta. Like, I am obsessed with going out to eat and, like, trying new restaurants. It's, like, my favorite thing to do. But I also love to cook.
Okay. Those are definitely at odds with each other.
Oh, we're going there now?
I mean, we can. I won't. We should.
I feel like I'm in the middle.
So
and I will let
This
it
is
just
going to happen
play
a
out.
lot, honestly.
I
Just so
love
you know,
it.
just so you're prepared, this is going to happen a lot.
No,
Mitchell,
I absolutely love it.
Mitchell also loves to cook.
No, yeah, I'm great.
He's really good at it.
Yes.
His
Thank you.
specialty is chicken.
Yep.
He makes a special thing called chicken jerky.
Explain.
No, you explain how you make it. I think it's better if you explain.
So basically, long story short, she came over to our lovely dorm, and we decided to make a meal. And she was going to cook everything, but she's like, you know what? I heard guys are like usually good at cooking chicken, so I'll let you do that. I was like, okay, I can do chicken. I've made chicken 1,000 times. Sure. Throw it on the skillet. Something happens. It's dry as can be. You take it, you stick the fork in it and you try to eat it, and you can't cut through it. So we literally sat there with the chicken on fork, ripping it off like jerky.
Dehydrated chicken. Yeah, it's a college classic.
Honestly, I think
It's
it might
great.
have bent the fork. Like it was a brick.
That's why you have to trial recipes out before you debut them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she threw me into it. She's like, I heard guys are just good at chicken. And what am I going to say? No, guys are not.
But the best part is that you did have a redemption meal that you
no.
also managed to mess up,
which had chicken in it.
which had chicken in
You
it.
screwed up the chicken twice?
Well, here's
A
also
different type of chicken this time.
Well, here's also the issue is because she's gluten free, kind of. She still eats. She eats gluten. Like she doesn't. She's gluten free.
I want
she's
to
not
enjoy
gluten-free.
life. I want to enjoy life.
So I thought it'd be nice and get. So I was gonna make like fettuccine, pesto, Alfredo, chicken, whatever. And I was like, I'm gonna get gluten free pasta. I'm gonna brownie points right here. Got that? Don't
She's
do
like,
it.
why does this pasta taste so bad?
Why does it taste like plastic?
This tastes like garbage, Mitchell. Did
So
you screw this up too?
No, I screwed it up because the pasta cooks a lot faster than normal pot.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, than regular.
Interesting.
Didn't know
But that wasn't even the worst part because
What was the worst part?
remember we were like, you were looking at the chicken broth and then you were looking back at the recipe and I was like, it calls for chicken broth and you were like, yeah. It didn't.
Wait, it was chicken. What was it?
What was it?
Chicken bouillon?
No. Chicken broth and chicken.
Oh my gosh. It was like the thickening
Stock?
agent. No, not stock because that's basically like chicken broth, but it was like the cream of
Chicken base.
Chicken base.
That was the issue. Okay, so the recipe called for chicken base. And in my mind, I thought I read chicken broth. So I bought chicken broth at the store. And at
so
the
that's
end, when the sauce.
thin.
Yes. So when the wow. So when the sauce was just about ready. Oh, wow. This is great. I started pouring the chicken broth in, and she looked at it and she's like, interesting. I was like, oh, yeah, the recipe calls for it. I pulled out the recipe to show her. I was like, yeah, see, it says chicken fucking base. After I poured chicken broth all in the sauce, I was like, you know what? We're going to do it anyway.
It was still pretty good though. I will give it was edible.
It was solid. I'd say 6 out of 10, honestly.
Okay.
Come
That's
on.
pretty good.
That's generous.
What do you mean?
Okay, a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10.
It's still failing, but like it's sometimes you pass. Like it's a D. Like in school thing. It's
yeah,
like
I get you like giving her the D. Come on.
All right. Well, okay. We're
All
gonna
right.
go
So
there.
moving on. Let's go back to where we were before we struck this tangent, Mitchell.
Okay.
Your favorite ride at Disney World. You have to be discerning because I know as an adult, mine is very different from when I was a child.
Yeah, as a child, it was the teacups in Magic Kingdom.
Classic.
A classic.
Not ever my
classically.
favorite, nor one that I rode consistently, but good one nonetheless.
It is a good one. As an adult, I feel like, I love roller coasters. Like,
Okay.
I am such an adrenaline junkie. So because honestly, like, Disney is not where you go to ride a roller coaster. Like,
No,
they're little.
that's why I like their roller coasters.
Yeah. They're like little baby roller coasters. But if I had to pick a ride, I would probably pick the Haunted Mansion ride.
Okay.
That's a good ride. It's a good ride.
ride.
And they put the little ghost on you. We were
Yep.
just talking about this the other day, but it's one of my favorites, mainly because it used to terrify me as a child, and now I love it.
It's a good one. I like all the Easter eggs they put like in the line and throughout. Like it's just a good ride all the way through.
What
it never
about
gets
you,
old.
though?
Okay, so I'm a sucker for not roller coasters.
Okay.
So my favorite roller coaster, just in general, is Rock and Roller Coaster
Oh,
because
but
it's
that one's kind of like,
right, but it's in the dark.
so you can't see any.
you can't
Is that
see
how you
things
are? Like
coming.
you can't see the hill, so you're fine.
Yeah, well, I just don't like to voluntarily scare myself. So like horror movies, I'm out. Big roller coasters, I'm out. I don't know, it totally goes against my personality, but like I'm out.
So Six Flags is like a no for
I'm
you.
out. I would
Okay.
go to Six Flags and I would ride like the swing spin thing, and that's about it.
You're there for the ambiance.
I'm there
And
for
they're
the
just
for the
taking
friends.
in-
That's
Yeah.
I'm
Can,
there for the
can you
people.
tell he was homeschooled or private schooled?
I was
Private
private schooled.
schooled?
I was
Private
private
schooled?
schooled. What are you
Wait,
trying
you-
to say?
Oh shit! I totally.
When
I
was
literally
I
went to private school.
What school did you go to? When all the way up until basically high school?
Fulton Science Academy Charter Middle School.
Okay, is that not private?
No.
What is that?
It's like pseudo public.
Okay,
It's
maybe
like it's like a notch down from public because it has just like a lottery factor to it.
Yeah.
So what's the point of it?
It's better.
Than public school?
Public school, yeah.
How?
I don't know. It's like harder, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Charter schools are usually harder. But also, what's wrong with private school?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. Beef.
Be
All right, we're
sweet.
turning on me. I'm sorry.
But my favorite ride probably has to be, and I'm a sucker for new stuff too. So the new, what is it? Avatar Land.
I have not been to that yet.
So that park sucks
Oh.
flat out. It's the worst park in the
You
entirety
don't
of
like Animal Kingdom?
Animal Kingdom. Can go suck a fat one.
Whoa.
And I know that's a hot take, but until they added Avatar Land, what was there to do?
Expedition Everest.
Okay, fine. But
Is
once
that
again,
the Yeti ride?
Yeah, he
not-
probably wouldn't go on that one because he can see himself going down.
No, okay, I do go on it. It's not bad. Once you do it once, it's not that bad. But it's also like not a intense roller coaster.
Yeah.
And it's also not anything to really like go crazy about.
The
Or wait 2.5
animals.
hours.
The
Okay.
animals.
The animals, okay, fine. But that's the thing about animals is they are animals. So they're very hit or miss. So like you go out there to see the lions, and the lions are like, "Screw you, I'm gonna go take a little cat nap
Yeah.
and just not be out."
Or you could just go to the zoo for like $100 less.
Right,
Yeah.
or almost for free. They have free days. People just look it up.
I did not know that.
Yeah, totally. Like the Atlanta Zoo, they have like either free or like $5 days.
I did not know that. I haven't done that yet.
I've been maybe once in my life.
Okay, well, I've only lived here for a year, so I feel like I have time.
You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the new.
You can do it.
You can do it. Do what you said yesterday. Just do it. No, it's the new Avatar ride. So
Okay.
so there's this basically you ride. You are put into this simulation where you ride those winged
Dragons.
like dragon type
Yeah.
things that you connect with.
Is it like Soarin' in Epcot?
It's like
Ooh,
Soarin' on
was great.
steroids.
I loved
Soarin'
Soarin'.
on steroids. I also just love Avatar, so I would just want to go just to see.
Oh,
like,
the
what they've
world
done.
is nuts. Go
Really?
at night.
Okay, that's what I've been told. A couple of my friends have been. I just haven't gone back to Animal Kingdom. Gosh, since I was probably in middle school, because we always skip that one.
Get a picture out in front, but stand in front of part of the animal, and then it becomes my favorite park.
Wait, why?
A, and you block some of the letters. Null Kingdom.
Right over.
It's epic. It's literally hilarious. Like you'll post a photo and be like, "I'm at my favorite park," and then it's like your head is blocking the 3 letters, and it's just Anal Kingdom.
Took us a second.
No, it's
Yo,
okay.
we were both like, what?
I
It's-
was sitting there like with Avatar. It's like Atar, Atar Land.
Retard.
Yeah.
We're
right.
going this Christmas, so I will be sure to take a picture of
Please do.
just that and send it to you.
Yes, I look forward to it. Okay, so you are here today for one. I'm sorry, I'm going to say one. That's limiting. A lot of different reasons. Namely being you had volunteered yourself to be one of the girls to come onto the show and say, "Hey, you guys were so wrong about all this stuff that you said before. Do you even remember what we said before that you were so flabbergasted at?"
I suppose the only one that comes to mind right off the top of my head is, which Ellie corrected y'all, was the whole like gifting men flowers thing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
y'all went on a long tangent about like, well, they can't be cheap flowers. Like, you can't go to Kroger and get her flowers because she's gonna be upset
No,
about it.
that was him. That was 100%
Okay,
him.
and
I was
I-
like, let's go to Aldi, dude.
The whole time I was sitting there like, I love Kroger flowers. That's what I buy for my house. Like, it has nothing to do with the cost. It has everything to do with the type of
The
flower.
gesture. It's the gesture.
No, not
Oh,
even the
oh.
gesture.
I see you're wrong. You're dead fucking
No,
wrong.
but it is the gesture.
We don't like
though.
the gesture.
It's partly
if
the
he-
gesture.
But if he got you flowers and they weren't like your favorite flower,
I was like,
they're still They're still flowers.
They're still flowers, but it's that much better if it's the type of flowers that she
Okay.
likes. Like, what does
Yeah.
Ellie like? Do you know?
Yeah, like daisies.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
you know.
very not in season all the time. I end up having to get things that like kind of look like, or sunflowers. She'll do either.
Oh, sunflowers are pretty. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Once again, not always in season. They're kind of tough to time.
Yeah.
So she's like mid-December, how much of flowers? I'm like, well, you're getting whatever.
Like, that'll be a
I-
minute.
You need to throw them in the freezer. Just
in the freezer. Yeah, I need to cold press
yeah,
some flowers and store them.
Or
just-
what you should do, have you ever seen where they do them like in a picture where you can dry out like her favorite flower
Okay.
and then put them in a frame? That would actually be
Okay.
a really good gift.
Well, because so it's funny you say dry something and put it in a frame.
Okay.
Because when Ellie and I first started dating, like date 1, like 4 years ago? That's nuts. We had a day long date. Like it just evolved and kept going,
Wow.
which was great.
For
and
your first date?
first date, like we went and got coffee, and then we went and like did something else. Then we got pub subs and ate on the dock and like, in the neighborhood and ate those. And then we went like, she texted me later that night and was like, "Hey, you want to go like break into the pool?" And I was like, "Yes."
Oh, wild.
I was like, "Whoa, this is fun." Also, we don't do that anymore. She's such a rule follower.
That's what I was. She texted you and said, "Let's break into a pool."
She
Ellie,
literally did.
she was just trying to impress you, dude. She was like,
That's the thing is like I guess I'm a rule breaker, but like I don't like swimming.
"Don't like or can't."
Let's not go into that. So on our first date, it was like after we broke into the pool, like we were sitting in the parking lot at night, and I had gotten like some ice cream pints and brought them back because it was like my sister, her sister. Like it was just a fun little time. And she jokingly gave me a magnolia leaf as like a, here you go. And I said, "I'm going to keep this forever." And then she was like, "You're so funny. You're so cute." And I'm like, bitch, you wait. And so I did. I immediately got home and I put it into a glass picture frame that was like just 2 panes so you can see right through it. And it's in our apartment now.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Great.
You taking notes? That's adorable.
Notes taken.
Yeah.
See, this is why I'm. See, you had that all in the whole time, and you didn't tell me.
What do you mean?
That's like advice to give. Back in the day, I was literally asking for advice. Like, how does one even talk to a girl?
See, that's the thing about girls is you can't just do that.
We're all different.
It's like playing different instruments. Like if I learn how to play a piano, I'm not going to immediately be able to turn around and play a cello.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. And that's why hookup culture is the worst. Because they're like, oh, you got to try them out first, see if they fit.
Right. Okay.
And it's like,
mine will always fit. Trust me.
listen.
Say micro.
Yeah, let me proceed and explain my joke because that makes it so much funnier.
You made the joke literally before we started.
I know, but I didn't explain
You just waited till camera wasn't rolling.
You just wait till the camera starts and steal all my jokes.
Oh, so you claim it?
100%.
All right, cool.
Because I actually have a micro penis. Thank you, babe, for loving me.
This is lovely.
But yes, that's not advice that I would just go around and give because, like, why would I tell, like, if he did that for you, you're like, okay, that's cute, but like, what's your thing? Like if Mitchell like went out and like did X, like, or okay, let's say this way. This is a juicy question.
Okay.
What is your best thing an ex has done for you that's like super romantic?
Wow.
Juicy,
dude.
Juicy.
I'm telling you, I hit him with the sauce.
That's on. Wow. I haven't thought about that.
Really? Because do you always like to think of your exes in a negative way to like get over them?
No.
Okay.
I'm one of those people. I would prefer to be friends with my exes. If
Where
possible.
are all these people?
Well,
all the people I dated are a-holes.
No. Like, my thing is like, it says something about you as a person if you are negative towards your exes because you dated them for a significant amount of time. Like, you probably loved that person at some point. Like, it just doesn't make sense to be like, wow, they suck. Like,
yeah,
you suck for saying that.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate with it because, frankly, on the show we've always talked about my exes or whatever, and yes, negative things have been said, positive things have been said. I'm gonna point that out as well. But it's also like I still every person I've dated, great people. There were just issues, and that's what we've brought up and talked about. And so like if there's like, you know what? I'm not going to sit here and pretend everything was perfect because obviously it ended for a reason and things didn't necessarily end on a great note. So that's what we've talked about. But it makes it sound like I talk terrible about my exes, like they were horrible people.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's a lot of the juicy bits, though.
Yeah.
Is the parts that are negative. And it's really easy to talk about negative bits because they're some of the most interesting parts when you're not dating that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't necessarily go out of your way and be like, oh my gosh, this freaking coffee lunch that we went to. It's like, why would you? I wouldn't even remember that from an ex that, like,
Yeah, I mean, you have all those memories. You have the good memories that you sit there and, I mean, you remember them, but you don't sit there and just talk about, like, God, my ex was, she was great. Like, wow. Like, nobody, like, I don't know. It's cool to say that they were great people, which still, like I'll say, all my exes great people. You've talked very highly about yours as well. It's what?
Hey, you got big shoes to fill, and
Yeah, no, yeah. Well,
you need to have big shoes.
Yeah,
I'm
like, I almost don't want to talk about the stakes. You seem like, okay.
No, but like, is there anything that has come to your mind in us delaying and giving you a chance to think about it?
Yeah, there's one that comes to mind. I didn't actually date this person.
You saw him.
We saw each other.
They were going together as the parent.
You were
talking.
talking.
We were more than talking. It was we had known each other for a semester of college. We interned together, and so
that's never get your honey where you make your money.
Yeah, that is a good point to make. And honestly, that was kind of the reason that ended. It was like we spend every day with each other. Like, this is just it's not conducive. But we went on this one date where I had been like dying to just like get out of Auburn. Like, I was like, I really just want to like get out of town. Like, I want to go do something because I'm very adventurous. Like, I like to just like go somewhere on a whim.
You have your notepad?
Yeah.
Mental notes.
You're welcome.
Write this down. So he was like, hey, like, what are you doing this weekend? And I was like, oh, like, I think we have something to do with like our church, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, he like knew in the back of like his mind, he was like, she's not gonna do that. And so he showed up to my apartment on Friday, and he was like, we're taking a weekend trip. And he was like, I was like, oh, we are. And so we went. Savannah's like my favorite place to go. Like,
Really? Okay.
I lived in Hilton Head Island for a summer.
Nice.
And so Savannah has always just been like really close and dear to my heart. I love Savannah. Would honestly love to end up there at some point in my life, just for like a short time.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up going to Savannah for a weekend. He got the hotel. Like, we did all of my favorite things. Like, it was just like on a whim, took me on a weekend trip, date, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it was like really romantic. And like he had put a lot of thought and effort to it, because we went to like a couple different parks and like had picnics, and he knew like places that I like to shop. So like we went there, and like he took me to a really nice dinner, and we went to the beach and all that kind of stuff. But that's
He's never been to Savannah with you, and he's like, I know you love this store, and you're like, excuse me?
Well, I mean, but honestly, like, it was sweet because he thought about the details. Like, I had talked about it before, because I had been to Savannah multiple times, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember when I went to Savannah, I loved going to this like one taffy place, and so he took me there.
Nice.
Like, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel like that's not really considered a date. That's just like the one that comes to mind of like the most romantic like gesture that someone's done for me.
Yeah, definitely a weekend away. A weekend getaway is not a date. So write that down.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
Girls
not
are,
a date. What
girls
is it?
are perplexing.
What do we consider that one? So I know, like, what
Just
category?
jot that down as the minimum.
Oh shit.
But are we talking like first date? Because we had known each other at that point for like 4 months. So, I mean, that was kind of appropriate to do at 4 months.
True.
But
like if he said like, hey, you know what? First date.
I'd be like, are you trying to kill me? Like,
Oh, okay.
that's how I go
this
missing.
so this is a reoccurring thing with you then. You always like assume someone's going to kill you on that first date.
Oh, I mean, you don't. Yeah, you cannot trust people.
You're not.
Okay, well, I don't want to cut it off, but we will come back from this break with stages of a relationship and when it's okay to do things, and where in that staging you can, I guess, take somebody to Hilton Head or wherever. Mexico. Don't take them to Mexico. Tijuana, here we come. We'll see you right after this break.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the mini episode inside the regular episode, as Noah likes to say every single time we have a halftime show. So welcome to it. We have the little mini episode where we're just going to go off on a little tangent and thank our sponsor,
Well,
which
hold
is
on.
not...
Hold on. Don't hit our sponsor yet.
Holding on to what?
We have this week a special guest within our Man Card mini halfway episode. You want to introduce yourself real quick to this little mini episode in the middle?
Hi, everyone. I'm Bella.
Oh, wow, Bella, nice to meet you. It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Thank
now,
you.
I know you came on this show and you had something pressing on your heart that you wanted to say, and I know you know what it is because they also happen to be the sponsor of our show.
Which is mancardpodcast.com.
Mancardpodcast.com. That's crazy that she wanted to come on this show.
Just to tell us
that.
I forgot, personally.
I didn't even know we had a sponsor.
I was scared that we were going to have money for the show today.
We don't have money for the show.
You're right.
Ever. I don't even know what you're talking about.
We have $15.
We do have $15.
We have made $15 so far.
So thank you for tuning in. And please go to mancardpodcast.com to support these ugly faces and this wonderfully, pleasantly nice face to have in the studio. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you right after this. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to this main episode. I am so thankful that you came on the show to remind us of that wonderful thing that you reminded of us.
So you're good to go.
So yeah, you.
Like if you want to just
literally
hop on out,
head on
skedaddle.
See, we actually
Just come pick me back up.
We
when we're
definitely
done.
commit.
Yeah, because you actually need me.
Yeah.
to get around.
So Mitchell's car is still dead. As an update to Rosie is dead.
Rosie is
Still does
still
not have a car because apparently this dealership has not gotten back to you.
No, that one's just a no-go.
Okay, no go on that previous
I'm starting to
aforementioned
think
car.
you're just really picky.
No,
I'm starting to think that you
100%.
like being
No,
driven
I
around.
hate it. Honestly, it really I hate it more than.
I mean, this personal Uber service right here, fantastic.
Oh no, you are a fantastic driver.
He doesn't even
Is
tip.
that why you were driving up to the house?
Exactly
Yeah.
that reason. Exactly.
So,
for that
okay,
reason.
I just want to start this second half off with another just juicy freaking crapshoot here. How did y'all meet? Because I'm frankly interested because you went to Auburn and graduated, and you went to Tech and just graduated.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
And well, I mean, congratulations, but it's been a minute. So how did you guys meet?
Would you like to?
Well, there's this fire. Like, it was crazy. Like,
In that one building.
Now,
in
who in this story is playing Spider-Man?
her.
Me.
I was a screaming little girl in the closet with a blanket. Yeah, there was a fire. She came in, guns blazing, carried me out, swung me out in her arms, and I was like, wow, this is the one. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And I thought you were the chiseled one. So
Oh no, that's when I was like, I need someone on my level, and this is it.
that's incredible.
One arm. She was also carrying like a little baby too. Like, it was. Like,
Oh well, she couldn't just carry you because that's too lightweight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about it. If there's a little baby screaming and then me screaming, she just comes out with me, and it's like, whoa, inconsiderate.
It's
Like,
look, you could have
where's your
saved the
heart?
baby. Like,
Yeah,
this dude
exactly.
is like old,
Exactly. But no, go on. You can. The real
You're
story.
gonna throw her
the
into the bus.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make her tell us the.
Well, should I say how it actually happened?
Start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning.
Yeah, very big. No,
So-
the rejection one first.
Yeah, that's where I was
Okay,
going
that's the
with
beginning.
that.
All right, let's do it.
So what was that? Midsummer, maybe like June, July.
Something like that, maybe. Yeah, it was really.
We matched on Hinge,
Non-sponsored.
which, I mean, no judgment to anyone that has Hinge because I had it. I mean, it's crap. It's absolute crap. It's the worst. But we matched on Hinge and we messaged maybe like once or twice. He probably used some really cheesy pickup line.
No, it was guaranteed a copy and pasta pickup line. Guaranteed from every match. He just goes,
Yep. Yep.
Wait, did you really?
No. Yes.
Listen,
Wait.
it's
Sometimes. No. Some of them I did. No. When I first started dating apps, I looked up. I was like, "What is a good pickup? Like, how do you like?" Because I kept saying like, "Hey," or like, "What's going on?" or something. I was like, "I'm not getting a response."
Did you think that was going to work?
I did.
No, it didn't, because about 3 minutes into conversation, you're like, yeah, so back at my dorm, and then
I did not say back at my
Ghosted.
dorm. That's a lie.
you said something involving your dorm, and I just said, mm-mm.
Yeah, I know. That was the last I heard of her.
I completely ghosted him, and then I guess
Oh, hold on. Pause. I love interrupting really good stories to get more juice out of it. So you ghosted the frick out of Mitchell, but why? Like, what about being in college is such a turnoff?
well, because
I mean, I get it. You're a professional young woman, but like, really?
yeah, I assumed because you had said that you were 22 at the time, because I think we were both.
Yes.
I was 23, you were 22. And so, I don't know, I just assumed because, like, I mean, I obviously went to college. Like, I knew guys in college. I was like, oh, he's probably not looking for anything serious. Like,
But it's also
he lives
Georgia
in a
Tech.
dorm.
We're all different. We're weird.
But I didn't know that
That's
because
fair.
I don't know anything about Georgia Tech. And so I was just like, no, absolutely not. I want someone with their own place. Like, I want someone who, like, knows what they're doing, like, has a 401k, like, has their shit together. Like, I have my shit together, so I expect the same.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. That's good. You have a 401k.
No, Roth IRA.
Well, yeah, Roth,
Sure.
Yeah,
same,
whatever.
In a way.
retirement account.
Yes.
And you know what you're doing. You just don't have your own place.
No, I don't.
Dude, no shame, because I moved back in after I graduated with my parents.
That's what I just did.
So,
yeah.
yeah, don't even, no shame.
Yeah, you really took a couple steps back. But it's okay. It's going to be okay. Everything's going
Well-
to be fine. So let's fast forward to, like, 4.5 months later. Or no.
No, come on now. That's like almost a year later. Almost. It's like, let's go 9 months.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, it's about 9 months.
I did not even realize it was that long.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting?
Yeah, exactly.
You matched with me first, right?
Well, yes.
Yes, you
Yes.
liked my profile, and I said, because I remembered, I was like, this guy looks really familiar, but I don't know from where. And I thought he looked like Ansel Elgort, which he kind of does.
The Fault in Our Stars.
I mean, does he not?
okay.
Baby Driver a little bit.
Baby Driver, Ansel Elgort.
Yeah, I
that
can
was
see
like
that.
where my mind went. So I was like, maybe it's
Can
because
you
I think.
sing?
No.
Give us a little.
Give
taste.
us a little taste.
No, if it's somebody's birthday, I'll sing Happy Birthday later on.
Oh, lucky for us.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Oh, really? Didn't you say you're a Scorpio?
Yeah,
just
Scorpio.
crazy.
I'm a Scorpio trans.
right.
Have you seen those TikToks where it's like, I identify as male, I identify as whatever, but I'm a blender, and he's like, call me trans. Like, you know what I'm talking
trans
about?
blender.
They have like tons of those.
Yeah.
I don't have TikTok, but I do.
What?
Yeah, I had it for about 5 minutes, got a bunch of views, and then deleted it because I didn't want it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You don't like to just scroll at night? That's become like my new habit.
What, robbing yourself of good sleep?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, as much as I like that, my muse is YouTube, and much to Ellie's chagrin.
Wait, but who on YouTube? Do you watch Kodiak?
Of course.
Oh, good stuff. You didn't watch Kodiak before you met me, did you?
No.
Oh,
That is a red flag.
Met me. I'm the one who introduced you to Kodiak, you a-hole.
Who, you?
Whatever, move on. Okay, so you met on Hinge.
We met on Hinge. I messaged him and I was like, "You look really familiar," and he was like, ha ha ha, probably because you've seen me in your dreams or something like that. And I was like, oh god.
Wow, you really don't have game, dude.
Yeah, but we made it really brief because I was like, I'm not one for dating apps. Like, I had it because my friends were like, you should get on it. Like, you haven't dated anyone in, like, almost a year, whatever. And so I was like,
you're lame as shit. Get on a dating app.
yeah, seriously. But it's because every time we go to the bar, like, I'm not the type that's like, I don't like being hit on at the bar. I would rather no one talk to me at the bar.
I don't like bars either.
I'm just like, leave me alone. I'm there to have a good time with girls. And so I was like, here's my number. Call me whenever you're free. We can, like, plan a date. And so
Hey, it worked. That's
it
all I
did
gotta
work.
say.
He texted me. He was really gentleman about it. He texted me and he was like, hey, like, would you be free tomorrow so I can call you so we can plan our date? And I was like, sure.
So you plan to call to plan.
Yes.
That's good.
Which all of I will say, I like phone calls. All of my friends were like, that's really cringy. Because I was actually at a birthday party whenever he texted me. And I was like, yeah, he's going to call me tomorrow. And they were like, why? Like, they're like, why is he calling you? And I was like, because I told him to.
I hate it that our generation doesn't like to use the
love-
the phone for its purpose.
I don't like texting. So I would just
I don't
much
either.
rather prefer a phone
Texting
call.
is great. I'm a very efficient person, and it's a great way to efficiently get somebody some information.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate it because I'm a very stark person. So a lot of people read my messages as like I'm just a constant a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
So when I call them, it reduces that buffer a little
Yeah.
bit. So it's like, okay, maybe he's not trying to be mean.
Huh.
But you
Interesting.
called. So how did this phone call go?
It went. I mean, I think it went well. Do you think it went well?
It
We
was
talked on
alright.
the phone for like a couple of hours.
Like
was this
3.
Was this the night you texted me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
3 hours.
Wait.
I
you
texted him right after. I was like, yo, I literally just got off the phone with someone I haven't met.
And she's incredible.
Like
Fun.
3 hours. 3 hours of phone call. Are you
Hold
going
on.
to try and look it up? Oh, Lord, please
I'm gonna see if I
don't.
can find it.
We're going to do this
But
on the podcast.
honestly, us talking on the phone did make me feel a lot better about going on a date.
True. I
'Cause
did.
First dates are always awkward. Like, they're just always super cringe. So us talking on the phone, I was like, okay, well, he's not a total a-hole, because I had done a little bit of light stalking on your Instagram. And
You're not going to find much but the gym.
the gym, shirtless pics, pictures of his car, lots of pictures of his car. That smolder face where you're like lifting up your shirt. And then I was like, oh, he has a TikTok too. So then I may have gone and looked at a few of those. And I was like, what have I gotten myself into?
Yeah.
But at least your personality does not match your Instagram. Because it's bad. Made in the USA 13.
That's
Appreciate the shout out there.
great. Is that that's not your Instagram?
Made-
That is literally
Not
his
made in
Instagram.
It's not, it's,
Okay, I literally for the
I've had it
longest
since
time.
middle school. So.
Okay, fine. Have it as long as you want. But I looked at your Instagram when we met, and I followed you. I always thought it was because I cannot read and I cannot spell, and so I read it as Medusa.
What?
Medusa 13. This dude's a little fucking
So
weird.
So I was like,
Greek
okay.
mythology shit? Oh,
I guess
Cool.
he's smart. And then I met you, and I was like, well, shit, never mind.
Right. Appreciate that one.
No, you are smart,
Yeah.
just not in Greek mythology.
Is that not? Am I wrong?
What? No, it is.
No,
Greek
that is right.
mythology.
No, so I'm good.
No, you're good. Hundo P.
You just can't read.
I just can't read
Yeah, so. Okay,
or spell
but
it.
But still, made in the USA 13.
It was literally, I saw.
Why?
Well, I bet you. I know what it is. He was 13 years old.
Whatever middle school is, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
14,
so you were-
13.
You were
Yeah,
13,
yeah.
and he was.
It wasn't 13 has nothing to do with age.
No, it definitely does.
No, it doesn't.
Because my Gmail account. Oh, I shouldn't say that on the podcast. I almost just said my email on the podcast. Ooh, mancardpod@gmail.com. Send an email there if you want to. But my email has my age.
Yeah,
That's what the number is.
that's fair.
Mine
So-
wasn't my age though.
Yeah,
I
what
did
is
it.
it
Why
then?
wasn't
Because
it?
November 13th is my favorite number. 13 is my favorite number. So that's why I threw 13 on the end. Yeah.
Okay, all right, sorry.
shit.
So
Wait,
I
did you
just
All right.
Find it?
Hey, pre-read it first, please, before we just
Already
speak it
did.
into existence.
okay.
No, just let it
So, yeah. This is the second. This is the follow-up message for your second phone call.
We had a
This was
second
the
phone call.
second phone call.
He did send me pictures of you, so that's nice.
Everyone asks always.
So I was So this is great. This is great. Totally forgot about this conversation. So you, of course, are into Enneagrams. So what does this man text me? He said, "Do you remember what my Enneagram is?"
I had no clue.
So I'm sure he came out to you and was like,
Wait,
my
wait.
Enneagram is X, but
No.
he had no
We were
idea.
On
the
our
phone.
phone, and I told you I was going to ask Noah.
We were on the phone. I remember
All right,
this.
cool.
Okay, so he
Save
did.
myself.
He did. And of course, I gave him his Enneagram because I keep tabs on my friends. And I said, haha, for your date? And he said, oh, just asked while on the phone.
I hate this
little
so
laugh
much
cry
already.
face.
I hate this
And
already.
I said, yup, girls, man. That was good. That's a good line.
Oh,
yup,
yeah.
yup, girls, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Classic. 3 words.
Wow.
I said, who is this chick? I want to look her up. Because, Mitchell and his dating life is always interesting to me. Because he always is just...
Well, no, I'm very, no. Because, I did listen to some of the old podcasts. So hearing him talk about previous people that you've dated, I was like, I didn't want to know where I fell in the spectrum. Because, sometimes I was like, well, I don't know. That sounds interesting. But
Let's just say everybody who he's dated has been very interesting. And then now, you included. Each in their own
Great.
way. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's
I
interesting.
don't know if that's a compliment or not.
It's not. Okay, so I said, send me pics. So I was like, send me pics or this isn't real. Like, you're just literally making up another chick. And so he obviously sent me pic. And I said, so he said, I'll send you a pic in a second. And of course, I texted him an hour and a half later. And I said, long second, eh? And he said, still on the phone with her. It's been like 3 hours.
Oh, that doesn't sound like
No,
a
it
good
was
thing.
good. It was like good.
But it was a laugh face, so it was positive, I guess. I said, nice. And I read your profile. And it said, Spanx is fun. And he said, never heard of it.
Interesting.
So-
I had never heard of Spanx.
Never heard of Spanx. And I said, dot.
Did you send pictures of Sarah Blakely?
Yeah, of course. She's literally in all of my business classes.
Yeah.
Like I did papers on this
a
lady.
billionaire. It's
She's
fine.
she's incredible. She's an
and
incredible
her
self-made
husband's
woman.
really cool too. So.
Yeah, they're all. I mean, she's so down to
Wow,
earth.
I'm surprised you have not heard of her. And like Atlanta based, so I would think you would have known.
No.
He said, "Should I have known? Spanx is girl stuff, ain't it? Or are you just making the sexual joke of it?"
Did I say that?
Yeah, or you just
Oh, it's
you
because
just
Spanx. Yes.
Spanx,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was like. I was like, I really don't know what this is.
Yeah, I said, "Yeah, man, like kick-ass woman CEO under what is this? It's like under close compression wear to hide your fat." That's literally what I said.
We
Yeah.
basically make people look like a catfish. Yeah.
No, 100%, but not in a. I mean, like
In a
you,
good
you
way.
can shape up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and also Ellie bought some Spanx stuff for the wedding.
Why did she buy it? I would have totally.
See, well, that's the thing.
grabbed some from
It
the
was like
office.
this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
our planning was like this, and you came into existence
Darn.
right
I mean,
now.
I can let me know if you still need something.
Well,
I got you.
You know, I'll Ellie. You hear that? You hear that, girl?
Ellie, I
We'll-
got you.
We'll hook you up. And then, okay, so then he said later on, oh, Ellie just texted me. So later on, he said, okay, we were trying to figure out when we're going to meet to record a podcast because, and I'm not going to out you too hard. Actually, I super am. So he said, hey, if you're able to record tomorrow, how early do you think you'd be free to do so? And I'm like, okay, Mitchell, take an initiative. This is very rare occurrence. I'm usually the one to prod this into existence. And then I said, well, I was planning to help my soon-to-be father-in-law pressure wash, and I finish, about an hour or whatever, so around 7:30. And he said, okay, that might be too late, but I'll call Bella tomorrow, hopefully not for 3 hours again, and see which day, Wednesday or Thursday, is best for
That's
her.
all joking. And see which day is best for her.
Oh.
He was kidding. He's being kidding. I mean, it's Mitchell version of a joke, which is, I really enjoyed that phone call, but I'm going to look cool to my dude. Not for 3 hours, but I kind of want to talk to her
Do
for 3
guys
hours.
do that though? Like,
What?
I mean, you're obviously getting married, so like,
Yes. So
do
you want me to be
guys-
more real?
do guys get mushy? Because I know it's like when you're on the bros, like you got to be like cool, like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend, blah blah blah. But I feel like as time goes on, like, are you just like uber mushy, like when you talk about Ellie around the guys, or no? You still keep it pretty.
You tell me, Mitchell. When we were at the lake, you guys were asking me a bunch of questions.
Yeah, no, he talks about her. I mean, no, yeah, you talk very highly of her, and not mushy, like, oh my god, she's just so cute. No, actually, you do. You do, actually. You do that. 100%.
I definitely do. Little pretty much.
You told me that she did her whole This is actually really sweet. So I'll give you some props here, even though we just shit on me for a while. I'll help you out.
No, 100%. This is not shitting on you. This is the cute formation of a relationship, and I think it's adorable.
I appreciate that.
And I hope you do too.
So he, I think it was here. We were about to do a podcast, and you're like, hold on, Ellie, like sent me something, and you showed me her choreograph or like her dancing.
Yes.
And you're like, she sent this to me in Lowe's, and even though like you don't know 100% what's going on, and you like, you know how hard she worked, you know it was like amazing she finally did it, and you like, you got the video of her dancing, and you were at work, and you like took a moment, and you actually you said you shed a tear and everything because you knew how hard she worked, how much it meant to her, and you just thought it was like one of the most beautiful things, and you were just so happy.
Yeah.
For her.
I'll show you after, but like I have a picture of me crying in Lowe's.
Yeah.
In front of the spray paints. Of all places, because I literally like, so her piece, it's her senior piece. Mm-hmm. So the seniors get to choreograph a piece, with some of the people that sign up, obviously like freshmen and whoever, to dance in the piece. And obviously you want older people in the piece because they're better. Yeah. But she got, a hodgepodge of people. She designed this piece around sexual abuse through like computers, and it was epic. It was so good. Like I have a recording of it. I'll show you after we're done. But it was like, it was really good. Made me cry every single time I watched it. Went to the show twice, cried both times. And it's just funny to me to watch her do that because like she's so quiet. Like she's such a quiet person.
Really?
Very much so. Did you listen to an episode with her on it?
No.
Okay. She has to this day the like softest, like sweetest voice. Like I can't imagine her getting mad. I still can't picture her that voice.
I guess that makes sense that y'all mesh so well.
I'm a very
like
harsh
the
person.
Loud, rambunctious, but she's the one that like keeps you a little bit more tame.
Yes, in all senses. Yes, for sure.
I love that.
But like she culminated that piece, and it was an entire semester of work. Obviously choreographing, deleting the entire thing, getting feedback from all of the professors in the dance department. And then rebuilding the whole piece to then be what its final form ended up being, to then be chosen as the premiere piece for the, capstone or like end, entire performance for the entire dance department. I was like, damn, babe, freaking go all out then. Why don't you? But it was a good experience. And so, of course I cried because it was like a great message, and, she's an incredible person. So love you, babe. Glad we're getting married next week.
Aw, that's
so
exciting.
So you're coming to the wedding.
I am coming to the wedding.
That's exciting.
He finally sent me y'all's registry. Finally. I've been asking for it for like a couple of days now. I was like, hey, can you send me the registry?
you don't have to get us anything.
Well, I want to.
You probably shouldn't.
You're not going to convince her otherwise.
Probably.
Right, I know,
good luck,
but also like it's formality to say like you don't have to get anything.
Okay,
you're not convincing her otherwise.
You should just let me know if there's anything specifically on there that you're like, yeah, go ahead and get that.
Like,
yeah.
Cutting boards.
Cutting boards, got it.
That's super cheap too.
Who cooks? You or Ellie?
Me.
Hopefully good at chicken.
I'm actually very good at chicken.
I said the same thing.
You need to start hanging out with him more.
Because
not just for the podcast.
Right.
I'll go back and grill some.
All right, boys, get back there and start the grilling. Start grilling, boys. Yeah, definitely, Mitchell. Let's go be grill daddies.
Let's go be men.
Have you seen the new daddy video with Quinn and Cody Ko and what's his name?
Noel Miller.
Have you not seen that?
The daddy? Oh, the daddy one.
Yeah,
yes,
the song.
I was like, wait, did they do a new That's Cringe
it's
about
low-key,
Call Her Daddy?
Low-key, it's a bop. Like, it's a bop.
No, it's very good.
No, it's 100% bop.
Yeah.
Also, I love how they aged Noel.
I know.
Because they're like, shit, you're like half black or like whatever, Cuban, and like black don't crack. But like, how do we age you? And they put too many damn wrinkles. It made me laugh out loud. I was like, this is hilarious. And of course, like Cody has long ass hair as an old man, so it doesn't look like he's old at all.
Yeah, I didn't know he grew it out that long. I haven't been watching any of his videos.
He's very sexy man.
Yeah, but see, he's like my ideal. Like, he's usually what I go for.
Damn, dude, you need to stop hitting the gym so much.
Yeah, no.
Cody is a very easy bar to reach physically. I'm already there and past that point.
Right.
Although I'm too tall.
But you always shit on your own body, and every time I watch the podcast, I'm like, y'all both have great bodies. Just because they're different doesn't mean they're both not. Yeah, like whenever you said it, the whole thing last week about going to the bar and that he would leave with two girls, and I was like, that is so not true.
Oh,
all of my friends,
exactly.
My
it's
friends,
not true at all.
And listen to me on this. All of my friends, 10 out of 10 would go for you before they went for him. Not even kidding.
Well, sorry,
we
ladies.
literally went on. Me and her went
I'm
on.
about to be taken.
Me and her went on a date, and we were talking, and she said, "Yeah, I usually like I don't go for like conventionally good looking guys." I looked over, I was like, "What do you mean?"
Because
I don't go for good looking.
What does that
No,
mean?
she says I don't go for good looking guys. Like I'm into guys like that aren't that good looking. I'm like, I'll look over. I'm like, okay, thanks. I appreciate that one.
Because Mitchell knows in the
No,
heart
I
of
don't
hearts,
know. I
he
don't
is
know.
a
No.
fine specimen.
No,
See, but you
I
also
wanna
are
eat off of those washboards.
So bad at taking compliments.
I am very bad at it. I'm not good at it at all.
I said that. I
Yeah,
said
you
that.
said that last podcast.
I did.
I say it all the time. I'm like, will you just let me compliment you? Thank you.
Thank you. Just compliment him.
But here's
and
the thing.
inherently compliment yourself and just be like,
No.
and then say thank you for him, and then there you go.
Here's the thing. She's also not good at taking compliments, but not in the same way I am. Like I sit there and like say no, no, no. She like I'll say like you look really good today, and she'll go and like hide and like and running. She'll go. I'm like okay, all right.
See that? So I dated this girl, and this is not a knock on you. I
Okay.
think you're a great person. So I dated this girl once for like maybe 3 months, 4 months. So not very high school relationship.
Yeah.
And I know we're coming to the edge. I don't want to go over, but I'll keep this concise. I promise. I'll try.
I also got
So-
one more thing we got to mention because we mentioned it last podcast. So but go on.
Yeah, we'll do that as a teaser. So I dated this girl for a minute, and she kept her main go-to joke was, "I look like a potato. I just look like a potato,"
Oh.
and I just like couldn't get behind the joke, and so I broke up with her.
Wow. You broke up with her because she. What?
Sorry, that was a loud one.
No,
Oh,
I
I'm really
love it.
sorry.
I love it loud.
Okay.
No, but I broke up with her because I just couldn't get behind her humor. She was not
The
funny.
potato joke was not for you.
She was not funny for me. Like she was not a person that I could like be around and laugh. Like everything that came out of her mouth was not funny to me. She's a very funny person. Very, very funny
She's
person.
gonna watch us and be like,
Yeah, she totally follows up on my life because I'm not important. But no, she's a great person. But anyway, okay. So what did you?
So last time we gave the hints of like who would come on in the show, and
So much so that my mom texted me.
Really.
She was like, "Who's coming on the show?"
See, you've been a hot topic for a while, but we got to mention it because I brought it up last time, and people are gonna be wondering. The whole 3 viewers that we have. Noah, repeat to me. What is 9 divided by 2?
4.5.
Bella, what's 9 divided by 2?
listen.
Wrong. It's not listen.
so
It's a number.
The very quick story is our very first date. I did pull the little corny like trick thing, and anyway, it came down to that she had to divide 9 by 2, and she sat there and she worked it out on a piece of paper, like 9
hardcore.
divide by 2, and I was like, it's 4.5 in my head, and she got the number, and she was like 4.75. I was like, okay, found the one. This is it. She worked it out.
She gotta
too.
be-
I was
She
like, I
gotta be-
carried down the one.
You have to be close enough to be a genius, but not quite there to be mine.
4.75.
It's all about the growth. That's what it is.
At least I said it with confidence.
You did.
You know?
Yes. I think that's what won
That's all
me
that
over,
matters.
for sure.
That's all.
But we're coming to the end of this episode. So what I'm thinking is we'll do a carryover episode for our little Friday man check installment where you get to critique us for how well we're doing. So thank you for tuning in. Man Card Podcast at .com because I just had an aneurysm. mancardpod@gmail.com. Make sure to hang out with us. Send us a message. We love to hear from you, and we will see you on Friday.